Dear friends, let us consider an important question today. With what will we repay Jehovah? Jehovah is a loving and compassionate God. He safeguards us, deals kindly with us, and rescues us from our struggles. Psalm 116 verses 6 through 8 beautifully expresses this. It says, "Jehovah is guarding the inexperienced. I was brought low, and he saved me. Let my soul rest once again, for Jehovah has dealt kindly with me. You have rescued me from death, my eye from tears, my foot from stumbling." These verses highlight Jehovah's deep care for us. He does not abandon us when we falter or face hardships. Instead, he saves us, wiping away our tears and guiding our steps. When we reflect on how Jehovah has rescued us from emotional or spiritual dangers, we cannot help but feel a deep sense of gratitude. Let us consider how our love for Jehovah grows. Jesus taught us that our primary responsibility is to love Jehovah with all our heart. However, such love does not come naturally. It must be cultivated. When we first learned about Jehovah, we were drawn to him by the beauty of his creation and his acts of kindness. Genesis 2:5-23 reveals how Jehovah lovingly prepared the earth for mankind. Even when sin entered the human family, Jehovah did not abandon us. Genesis 3:1-5, 15 shows that he took steps to redeem us, eventually providing his only begotten Son for our salvation. John 3:16 reminds us, "For God loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten Son, so that everyone exercising faith in him might not be destroyed, but have everlasting life." This knowledge deepens our appreciation for Jehovah. As Psalm 31:23 says, "Love Jehovah, all you who are loyal to him." The more we reflect on his kindness and care, the stronger our love becomes. Second, we can repay Jehovah by conforming our lives to his principles. Psalm 116:12-14 asks, "With what will I repay Jehovah for all the good he has done for me? I will pay my vows to Jehovah in the presence of all his people." The psalmist recognized Jehovah's goodness during times of distress and grief. Jehovah had rescued his soul and sustained him. In response, the psalmist resolved to keep his promises to Jehovah and fulfill his obligations. We too can repay Jehovah by living in harmony with his principles. Ecclesiastes 12:13 urges us, "Fear the true God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole obligation of man." By letting God's Spirit guide us, we show that our worship of Jehovah is the most important part of our lives. Although we can never fully repay Jehovah, our wholehearted efforts bring him joy. Proverbs 27:11 says, "Be wise, my son, and make my heart rejoice." What a privilege it is to please Jehovah with our devotion. Third, we can repay Jehovah by offering him the sacrifice of thanksgiving. Psalm 116:17 says, "I will offer to you the sacrifice of thanksgiving. I will call on the name of Jehovah." This verse reminds us that our service to Jehovah should be motivated by gratitude. The communion sacrifices of ancient Israel illustrate this well. Leviticus 7:11-13 explains how an Israelite could offer a sacrifice as an expression of thanksgiving. Such offerings were voluntary, made out of love for Jehovah. Similarly, we voluntarily give Jehovah our best because we love him. Leviticus 3:6-12-14-16 emphasizes offering the best parts to Jehovah. Today, our best parts might include our time, energy, or talents. Even Jesus set the example by serving Jehovah whole-souled, saying in Psalm 40 verse 8, "To do your will, O my God, is my delight." Our service, no matter how limited, is deeply valued by Jehovah. If you feel you can only do little due to age or health, Take comfort in knowing that Jehovah sees your love and appreciates your best efforts. In conclusion, how can we repay Jehovah? By cultivating our love for Him, by living in harmony with His principles, and by offering Him the sacrifice of thanksgiving. Jehovah has done so much for us. Let us show our gratitude by serving Him with all our heart. May we continually reflect on the psalmist's words and strive to pay our vows to Jehovah. In doing so, we will bring joy to Jehovah and find true happiness ourselves.